Famous people who died in air crashes. James Roy Horner was born on August 14, 1953. He was an American composer, conductor of film scores. He was known for the integration of choral and electronic elements, and for his frequent use of motifs associated with Celtic music. Horner was killed on June 22, 2015 when his short Tucano turboprop aircraft, registration number N206PZ, crashed into the Los Padres National Forest near Ventucopa, California. Horner was the only occupant of the aircraft when it took off after fueling at Camarillo Airport. Aaliyah Dana Houghton was born on January 16, 1979. She was an American singer, actress, and model. When she appeared on the television show Star Search and performed in concert alongside Gladys Knight. Tragically, Aaliyah was killed on August 25, 2001, when a small Cessna passenger plane carrying the singer and her video crew crashed and burst into flames shortly after takeoff from Abaco Island in the Bahamas, where they had just completed work on a video. The plane was headed for Miami, Florida. Aaliyah and 7 other people, including the pilot, were believed to have died instantly, while a 9th passenger died later. Harry Leroy Roy Halladay III was born on May 14, 1977. He was an American professional baseball player who pitched for the Toronto Blue Jays and Philadelphia Phillies between 1998 and 2013. It is a terribly sad day for the baseball world as former Phillies pitcher Roy Halladay has died in a plane crash in Florida. John F. Kennedy, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, Jr., was born on November 25, 1960, often referred to as JFK Jr. or John, was an American lawyer, journalist, and magazine publisher. He was a son of President John F. Kennedy and First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy, and a younger brother of Caroline Kennedy. His father was assassinated 3 days before his 3rd birthday. Beyond his childhood years at the White House, and became a popular social figure in Manhattan. Trained as a lawyer, he worked as a New York City assistant district attorney for almost 4 years. In 1995, he launched George magazine, using his political and celebrity status to publicize it. On the evening of July 16, 1999, John F. Kennedy, Jr., son of U.S. President John F. Kennedy, died when the light aircraft he was flying crashed into the Atlantic Ocean off Martha's Vineyard. Kennedy's wife, Carolyn Bissett, and sister-in-law, Lauren Bissett, were also on board and died. Cory Fulton Lidle was born March 22, 1972. He was an American right-handed pitcher. Lidle spent 9 seasons in Major League Baseball with 7 different teams. Lidle was killed when the small aircraft he owned crashed into a residential building in New York. The Yankees pitcher and his flight instructor were killed. The ballplayer's small plane crashed into a high-rise apartment building in Manhattan on October 11, 2006. Pilot error was the likely cause of the accident. Henry John Duchendorf, Jr. He was born December 31, 1943. He was known professionally as John Denver, was an American singer-songwriter, record producer, actor, activist, and humanitarian, whose greatest commercial success was as a solo singer. After traveling and living in numerous locations while growing up in his military family, Denver began his music career with folk music groups during the late 1960s. Starting in the 1970s, he was one of the most popular acoustic artists of the decade and one of its best-selling artists. A longtime aviator, Denver died on October 12, 1997, when the plane that he was piloting went down over Monterey Bay, California, killing him instantly. William Payne Stewart, he was born last January 30, 1957. He was an American professional golfer. A champion golfer who 11 won PGA Tour events, Stewart was 42 when he died on October 25, 1999, in the crash of a Learjet flying from his home in Florida to a tournament in Texas. NTSB investigators said the 2 pilots and 4 passengers died of hypoxia. The plane continued on autopilot until it ran out of fuel and slammed into a field in South Dakota. William Franklin Graham, Jr., he was a prominent evangelical Christian figure, and an ordained, on February 21,